5G. Let's see. And we're live. What's up, everybody? We are currently in the West Bank. We're here with Adam Becker, Got a Gold, and our featured guest, Corey Schuster.
Featured, apparently.
From NAS Project. So, we're currently on our way to Nablus, or the area of Nablus, which is pretty deep within northern West Bank. We are visiting a friend of ours, Abud Cohen, who's a member of the Samaritan community. They live in a town called Har Gerizim, right outside of Nablus. So we're here, we're driving, we're excited. I'll flip the camera so y'all can see a little bit of the scenery.
Wow. How far are we?
20 minutes.
So, this is what's known as the West Bank, what's known to others as Palestine, what's known to others as Israel, internationally recognized as occupied territories.
Do some people call it Judea and Samaria?
Oh yeah, that's true. And some people call it Judea and Samaria. The ancient homeland of the Jewish people. I generally just call it West Bank, neutral enough. Sometimes bothers both sides.
You're trying.
But yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm gonna pass it a little bit to Beata so her and Corey can talk a little bit. This is the second time we've had Corey on the channel officially, but the first time in like this cool setting where we're doing the tour together. So it's exciting.
I'm sorry, aren't we going out for cheeseburgers? I was told we're going for food. We lied. Okay.
Okay, so there's two things. First of all, it's my first time in the West Bank. Woo, I'm so excited.
How do you feel?
Good. I don't know what I was expecting, but I don't think I was expecting this. It's just like, it looks the same, It really does. So that's cool. It's very beautiful.
Yeah, is it prettier than you thought?
Yeah, it's more beautiful than I thought. I kind of expect the landscape to be drier, but there's a lot of trees and greenery right now. Probably because it's spring also.
These are all olive trees, or most of them are olive trees.
Just like
it's a little bit dirty.
Yeah, we should clean the window.
Yeah.
There's the rain.
And the fires. There's a lot of soot. So yeah, it's really beautiful here. Highly recommend all of you guys visit. So Corey, I don't know much about your initial story, and maybe other people are curious since you're always interviewing people. Tell us about how you got into interviewing and how the origins of the Ask Project.
So like all good things, I was really bored. I was out of work, looking for a job, and finishing a master's thesis.
What was your job before?
I worked in Canada at the Ministry of Health with First Nations peoples. First Nations, Indigenous Canadians.
Okay.
In education and health. Moved back to Israel, and I was looking for a job, and I was online on Facebook and getting into arguments with people about Israel-Palestine. None of them were Israeli, none of them were Palestinian. Mm-hmm. At least today, there are actual Palestinians and Israelis who get involved. Yeah. This is in 2012, I think it was. With just a bunch of foreigners who think they know everything. And I'm a little on the spectrum when it comes to facts, where I get angry if people are like wrong about things. I'm like, no. And it could be just as shocking what the truth is, but at least be accurate. Yeah. And some actually Canadian woman said, I don't believe you about Israelis. I said something. Yeah. What are you going to do? Go out and do a survey. And I thought, wow, that's actually a really good idea. Why am I not just recording the conversations I have with people and putting them on YouTube, or on Facebook? Why don't I just do that? And that's how it started.
Nice.
I went out in my neighborhood and I asked some random people, some who I knew and some I didn't. And when I put it all together into a video, I thought, this is really powerful, just hearing what regular people have to say. Mm-hmm. That's it.
So this was just something you decided to do because it was like a hobby that you would do while you were on the job hunt? Is that
well, it annoys me that everybody listens to what is in the media and what the politicians say. Yeah. And politicians have a reason to frame things a certain way, and the media gets a lot wrong about this place. Now, there's always kernels of truth. I don't want to say it's all wrong, but you have media people come in. They don't speak Hebrew. They don't speak Arabic. they don't actually know that much about the conflict.
Mhm.
They get a lot of the facts wrong. They don't really fact check very well, and then they post it, and other people, careful the truck. They post it, and other people believe them as absolute truth. And
Because they're journalists.
Because they're journalists. Now, the people you ask, the regular Israelis and the regular Palestinians, they get a lot wrong too.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
But there's much more benefit understanding what an average Israeli or average Palestinian thinks, because that frames how they vote, how they think of things, the actions that they do. Do they join the army? Not join the army? Do they take part in resistance? Not. That's way more interesting, and no one had done that.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that's the part that's missing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, all I could do. Actually, originally, I thought of doing it as a conversation between Israelis and Palestinians, because they can't physically meet.
Right.
And then I realized very quickly that they don't care. Do not care. So I thought, okay, I'll make this for internationals more. Meaning I'll focus on questions that are more interesting to internationals.
Why don't they care, do you think, to me?
They're tired. They're exhausted by this conflict. They've been in this for their entire lives. It's been going on for 100 years.
Yeah.
If you look at articles written about the conflict 100 years ago, nothing has changed. Nothing. Same dynamics. The names have changed. It's not Palestine. It's Israel. It was the Palestine Post. Today it's the Jerusalem Post. It's the exact same newspaper reporting on the same things. Exactly. You want to say something?
I just want to show Tapuk Junction.
Yep.
So sorry to interrupt, but we're now passing Tapuk Junction, which is Apple Junction. This is a main junction here in the West Bank. There's been many attacks on this junction in the past, and I actually served here as a soldier. Oh, this isn't the base part. Okay.
Oh no, they closed it.
Oh, they closed the base.
Yeah, they're doing construction. There used to be a base. You're right.
Oh yeah. Okay. You can see the soldiers, the D90, or is that D9? No, it's not. Okay, so I actually did serve here.
There's a guy who was hitchhiking.
When I myself used to be an occupier.
Yeah,
now I'm coming back in civilian clothing to try to do something a little bit different here this time. Adam, what are you thinking?
Now it's a mental and conceptual occupation that we're resisting.
In what sense?
I mean, it's too easy to be occupied by existing narratives.
Okay, fair.
Fixated in specific kind of patterns of thought. And the true liberation might mean unshackling from those narratives.
Nice. Hold on. Cool. We're going to give it back to you guys. So the base is gone. Interesting.
Yeah, we were just talking about how the bus stops are actually separate as well here.
Show them this. Look at it's barricaded. It's a barricaded bus stop. Oh damn!
So that they don't drive into it.
So they don't drive into
it. Gets rid.
Palestinians won't drive into where the Jews are. So there are places where the Jews stand waiting for a bus or hitchhiking, and a different place where Palestinians. They're dealing with different bus systems in the West Bank. True. And the Palestinians refuse to take.
Oh yeah. So we could wrap it up.
Or you just
wait, but I just want to finish the thought though.
Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, so the two reasons is because one, they're each afraid of going onto the same buses as one another, but the second reason is practical.
Palestinians who live here, the geography looks different. They don't go to the same places. So it makes sense on a functional level as well. Mm-hmm. Just uncomfortable to us as Western people who see a difference. Yes.
Yeah.
The other film. This house.
You know this? I had no idea.
He's just pulling shit out his ass.
No, we're just making shit.
There you go.
What they call it?
No,
it's Luna. English though. It was written.
It could be that they bought it from Israelis. I don't know.
So yeah, this is us in the West Bank.
So this.
At least all the ones I've seen.
I see we do have a comment.
If you have questions for us, we're going to be talking to Samaritan. And we're collecting.
Yep, that's true. That will be in the description. We'd love to know what questions you'd like us to ask about. Interview Corey a couple of years. But
See a sign to the Samaritans.
yeah, sorry guys, it bad connection. So no,
Okay, look.
Okay, guys, we're gonna sign off, but we're gonna do a conversation, end of day review, and we're gonna stream this directly to the Discord. So if you want to see that, just join the link in the description, and we will see you very soon.
See that red sign there? That's